What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Chapter 2 of Dead Space, the Originals playthrough. I believe this is Science Medical Bay, if I looked correctly. And this is where we left off in the last video. So, without a whole lot of commentary, I'm really just gonna get into it.
He's here. Nothing to be afraid of. I knew you would come. Just like you said. I saved this.
Okay then. Okay. So apparently, she just randomly had a kinesis module on her, and before dying, gave it to me. So we will just go with that.
To add items to the store.
Isaac, are you there? We were attacked. Kendra's gone. 1 minute she was there, and I can't believe I lost her. We can still do this. Get me the captain's rig codes, and we'll find Nicole. Looks like the crew barricaded the door to the emergency wing. We'll have to blow through it to get to the morgue.
Get some thermite from medical storage, and a shock pad from zero-G therapy. Should be down the corridor.
God, communication is useless in all this static.
There's a lot of really nice, smaller details with this game that I do actually like. It's actually kind of what I was trying to do before they changed it. Corridors like this freak me out. I think I get attacked here. Yeah. There's no objective, and I was right.
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
I get it now. Okay, anyway. Now that I've got that figured out and I'm actually able to get through this next part, I will go ahead and continue the video here. Basically, I ended up dying and figured I would cut that out and come back once I figured out what I was actually doing. These things can move through the vents too, and I don't know if there's a specific pattern to it or not, but knowing that it was far away, it's going to come through the vents and probably try to get me right here. Or behind me, that works too. Just come through a completely different spot than actually existed to begin with. like already? Anyway. Anyway.
Quarantine lifted.
Now this is a bit longer of a mission than, or a chapter I should say, than chapter 1. That being said, I might cut out less important parts. Like, I don't really feel the need to sit here and watch this guy die, but I guess you guys are into that, so there you go. His head popped. When the door will open for me, there we go. So, he's definitely dead. This game is very brutal. See, they come out of literally anywhere. I don't have any more ammo for that. This is a very difficult game, though.
Alright, that thermite you picked up should be able to melt through the barricade. Use the shock pad to ignite it. Hope I can hold this position. I can hear something big moving out there.
Yeah, see, I don't like stuff like that. It tells you something's about to happen. It won't let me shoot him. I want to shoot him. Just because I don't trust that, I'm gonna take his head off. Okay, so this is another one of those puzzle things that you gotta deal with, but in the middle of all of it, you end up getting attacked, so let's see if I can figure this out. That moved it out of my way, but now I'm getting attacked. How are you not dead? Well, I am unfortunately out of health. I'm going to need to try to find more of that.
As you know, the Ishimura is able to set its gravity locally. Your grav boost will kick in when you enter a zero-G area.
Now, with what he just said, this actually is part of a big part of the mechanic of the game. If I remember correctly, this is actually a very difficult part. but overall, I'm gonna say that was actually a really neat effect. That was definitely done well. Well, okay. I'll go ahead and just deactivate energy. Or gravity, I apologize. Right click and control. I know. I think it's when I come back through here that I get attacked.
Exiting zero gravity.
Great. You got a shock pad. Combine that with the thermite at the barricade to destroy it. Shit. I can hear more coming. Moving through the vents. Stay safe, Isaac.
Alright, so basically now I'm going to go back through here because I got what I needed, and the game's going to say, okay, it's time for you to get attacked. Or at least I'm relatively certain that's what's about to happen. And that is how you deal with that. You can just leave. There were more than just him in there, but I didn't feel like dealing with all that, to be honest. Sometimes it really is better not to fight, but sometimes you don't get a choice. One more, just to make sure he's actually dead. I know that I don't really talk a lot during this, and it's mainly because I don't really have all that much to say, unless I'm commenting on the game itself. And in that regard, I don't really have a lot that I will put out there. But then again, I feel it important on these spots that aren't quite so intense to at least comment on my thoughts on the game. And so far, I will say that with just these first 2 chapters, I am impressed. I feel like it definitely aged very well. I feel like maybe the control scheme could be a bit better, but otherwise, it's designed well. It gives you a great sense of the ambience, atmosphere. It really does seem like a ship that got hostilely taken over. And now I'm not. I'm not going to leave this up on the screen very long. If you want to read what it says, you can go ahead and pause. But I will, for that sake, also go ahead and scroll down right quick. I'm not going to try to read through all of this, but if you would like to, you can go ahead and do so. That being said, I am going to move on, however. I am trying to keep these videos under 30 minutes the best that I can. And I will admit that I hate these things. And I'm dead, so I will be right back with you. Anyway, now that I'm back and not completely getting wrecked by those completely evil whatever they are, I really hate those things. But my thing is glitching. Hold on. There we go. Apparently, if you hit caps lock, it will toggle aim down sight instead of release on releasing. Alright, this is where I have to place the thermite. I don't believe I'm attacked yet, but I will go ahead and save. I don't really feel like having to redo any of that, to be honest. I cut it out so you couldn't actually see what happened, but I ended up dying 3 times right there because I couldn't heal myself fast enough before those tiny things came at me. And they do a lot of damage really quickly if there's a lot of them.
Okay, you're through. Should be clear from there to the morgue. Remember, the codes are on the captain's
I mean, I wouldn't assume that it would be clear from here to the morgue.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan transmitting ship-wide. We need more help. We don't have the resources to deal with this many cases. Nobody would tell us what's happening. These wounds, we are not equipped to deal with this. Get him to the table. Hold him. Nurse, you hold him down. Christ. And record it.
That was Nicole, right? I can't tell from here when that log was made. I'm sure she's around here somewhere.
See, I just knew I was gonna get attacked. It is never clear from here to your next objective. That is unrealistic. Yet, they like to say stuff like that. They like to make you feel comfortable, and that's just not how it works. Just making sure, because I really hate those things. Maybe not? Okay, there it goes. I really hate those things. I will admit there are times throughout the game that
Hello?
you get a little freaked out or overwhelmed. They definitely do a good job at the swarming aspect of this. But it's overall manageable as long as you know how to play games, I suppose.
Hello?
Whoops.
Who's there? Are you a doctor? Why is everyone... Wait, I know you. You're Paris, the prisoner from the colony. You killed that nurse.
I made a mistake by coming over here, but it looks like it was actually worth it in the end because there is stuff over here. Games like this are going to punish you severely before they reward you for being punished. But this looks like a list of newborns on the ship, which is an interesting concept because that would mean that they were also continuing to breed on the ship. And that would give me a pretty good indication that they're probably a decent way away from the Earth. Otherwise, what need do you have for reproduction on the ship? And this game never fails to surprise you with the messed up crap that it's going to come up with. And there you go. I mean, I'm gonna let this happen, to be honest. Yeah, Dead Space. I actually really look forward to the remake for that reason exactly right there. It's so very well done. Everything that they've added into this game and the way that they did it so far is impressive to me. I like the design, the writing, the enemies, the challenge. It's all very pleasant. That being said, I hear that there are people that can't even play the remake simply because of how terrifying it is. But I will be seeing for myself soon. If you pay attention to the audio logs, I don't personally. I tend to get very distracted. I have very bad ADHD, which is why I'm actually going to be kind of surprised if I finish this series. I dislike that. With that being said, I do get distracted, so if you want to tell me in the comments what those audio logs are saying and how it adds to the lore, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I will, however, say in no way would I want to be on this ship in real life because of that. Easily getting swarmed right here. All I can do is look. Yes. But I am going to continue as I am getting close to the end of this chapter.
Isaac! Somehow one of them found a way down to the captain's nest. I managed to contain it in a damaged escape pod. Lifting executive lockdown now. I found the deck logs. Whatever is happening around here, it came from the planet when they cracked it open. It spread to the colony and reached the ship.
I suppose I've already
Isaac,
done that.
This isn't an infection. It's some form of alien life. Shit, we've got bigger problems. The ship's engines are offline and our orbit is decaying. Get over to the engineering deck ASAP while I stay here and figure out what the problem is.
Alright, so from this point, I'm going to go ahead and exit the storefront. And I am getting pretty close to the end of this. I'm about to go into the tram. Apparently, I've already gotten the captain's rig, and from this point I am moving on to engineering, which is another part of the ship. So I'm going to go ahead and head back towards the tram, and I'm going to wrap things up here. If you liked it, go ahead and leave me a like. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think, what you want to see, where I can improve, and whatever else you want to add into that. I also play War Thunder, and I tend to post some of those shorts on TikTok if you want to follow me over there. Basically, just this is what I'm going to be doing. It's a hobby of mine to play these games as it is. I figured go ahead and record them and post it online. I don't know if anybody's ever going to actually watch it, but, you know, if you do, I do appreciate it. And plan on doing many more to come, as well as upgrading equipment where I'm going to have better sounding audio, better quality video, and a more powerful graphics card to actually be able to get into some rendering and other things as well. The game is still in development, but it's very early stages. I will give you guys updates on that, but it's going to take a while, especially being in the very early stages right now. If you have ideas or suggestions for that as that progresses, though, the team would like to hear about those. We want to implement what people actually want to see and do, and create something that the community likes. So that being said, I'm going to end this video here. The next spot is going to be the third chapter, which is going to be engineering. But here we have it. We've completed chapter 2. If you liked it, let me know. I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said before, if you enjoyed it, let me know. Leave your likes and comments. Otherwise, I will see you next time on chapter 3 for Dead Space.